What's
Yes.
up, everybody? Oh, feedback.
What is up?
There we go. Well, welcome to the Kick Lounge. This is our second episode. Let me fix my thing here. It's because of what I always do. Oh, look, I've got a wonderful thing right in front of my face. I've always got to fix the mic when I start something. It's like a nervous thing. So welcome to the Kick Lounge. This is episode 2. The first one, we didn't actually have guests. We were just getting this off the ground. But on this one, we actually do have guests, and we are greeted with Little Scamp and Hasheh. What's up,
Hello.
guys?
How
are
doing?
you?
Sorry,
are
Hash
you?
doesn't know what to do with his hands right now.
We're here, baby. What's up? Thanks
It's
for
like,
having
look, I
us.
go live for a living, but I mean, all of a sudden it becomes like a podcast, and I am like, what do I do? What do I do with my hands?
My palms are a little sweaty right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Not quite sure what to do.
He's weak.
What do I do?
What happens next? Well, if you don't remember, if you didn't watch the first episode, I'm Hitman BK. I stream over on Kick. I also upload stuff to YouTube. I also do a full-time job. So this is something I just kind of do for fun. And my co-host is my man Federty. Federty, reintroduce yourself in a quick second.
Okay, well, I'm Federty. My real name is Marc Antoine, but call me Marc or Fet, please. And I do this full time. I'm having a real blast. I do this for fun, and I'm really trying to push it to be like a real big career. I want to do this for basically the rest of my life, and I'm having a blast.
Now we got to get in the weeds with our two guests here.
Yes.
And let's kick it off a little Scamp.
Oh shit.
Hello. My
Hello.
name is Lil Scamp, and my real name's Kyler, but you can just call me Lil Scamp. So I enjoy streaming. Been doing it for, I don't know, I did it for a little bit over a year on Twitch, and then made the move over here around April. Been loving it. I got 3 kids, 2 stepkids, 1 kid, and then I have another child on the way. And yeah, I like playing a variety of games. I like to drink as well. And yeah, so that's me.
He's productive.
All right, Hasheh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hasheh here. Real name, Hasheh.
God damn
Man,
it.
listen, I just started streaming, I think, in April, period.
Yeah, same.
I think when Scamp
okay.
moved over to Kick from Twitch, he just kind of gave me that little boost to try it out. I said, whatever, man, let's go. And then it took me like a month to get it going. But I fucking play any game that little Scamp plays, as long as it's not fucking RuneScape, World of Warcraft. You know.
Oh, so you don't like the games that just suck away all your time in life?
Well, I can't, right? I've already done it, addicted to it, had to give it up. But I'm a father of 2. I have a beautiful wife, and I work as a youth care worker in the elementary schools, man.
Oh, okay.
Full time, baby. Off for
That
the summer.
sounds-
Come at me.
That sounds for this. So I see you do the summer streaming career. That's what we got going on.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as the balance is correct for the wife, I'll be streaming more if I can.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then is it safe to say that can we just like also just like just say that we're dealing with like brothers here? Just, I mean,
yes,
is that-
true,
we are
True, yeah.
IRL
So-
brothers.
Yeah, so little Scamp is
Yeah.
my older brother of 3 years. I know I look older, chat. Don't worry about it. We
I
get
know I look better, chat. Don't worry about it.
Little Scamp bathes in the blood of young children. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. No,
Listen.
that's not real.
Bro, I'm after that adrenochrome. That's why I stay so young.
Oh.
Yo, he's got the mullet, I got the beard. That's pretty much what it is.
Right? Yeah, the official. What is it? Your title's like the official mullet of Kick, right, Scamp?
This is true, yes, and it's
Number
a fact.
one mullet.
Yes, and if
Yeah,
y'all
I mean,
haven't
you
like
gotta
bear
show 'em.
witness to it, yeah, you gotta show him. You gotta show him
Okay.
the mullet. Like he's got
Yo.
incredible Twitter videos of it like blowing in the wind. It's beautiful.
He's
He
majestic.
does winks also. Don't forget, he winks.
Oh.
Look at that.
God
Just look
damn.
at it. I mean, just look at it.
I'm sweating.
Side
I'm
probe?
sweating.
We can just go ahead and end this because that was it. That's everything.
That I mean
This
that's
is it, baby.
that's a thick mullet, guys.
Let's
Greatest mullet
put it
you ever
on a
seen.
porn site.
Like if you've ever seen it in RL though, like it's thick back there.
It's thick.
It's thick, no,
It's thick.
Does it get hot in the summer? Wait, how hot is it in Canada? Like, does it even
Yo,
get
it
hot?
fucks.
Wow.
Yeah, we just had like 40-degree weather Fahrenheit. Celsius, of course. I mean,
yes.
not
Celsius.
Fahrenheit.
What is that in
Yeah,
Fahrenheit? You know, you got to dumb it down for us, you know, USA
the
people.
90.
It's like
Close to,
100.
yeah,
I thought it was
it's
like
close to
100 and
98,
some.
100 and some, yeah.
198.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody Google it
198.
real quick.
What?
No, 98.
Yo, we
Like
cooking.
100. Yeah.
No, Jansen's only saying that because he was just listening to 98
Oh.
degrees.
It's
Ah,
104 degrees.
It's
Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
band?
104.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that a band?
Okay.
98
Yeah, that's
degrees?
hot.
Yeah, Nick Lachey.
Nick Lachey. Who's that?
You know,
NSYNC.
you,
It's from NSYNC, right?
dude. 98 degrees is the band name, bro.
Right.
Oh,
They came, that they were
God,
they were
yeah.
like they were on the backpacks of like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, they were
Ooh.
never as good.
Nah, I
Yeah,
don't fuck with
yeah.
that.
They
I've
had
never
they
heard
had
of
like
it.
they had like one or two good songs. Everything else just died out.
Fair enough.
Okay,
enough.
well then, I'm curious. Like, why then Scamp? If you started first, like, what took you to Twitch first? Like, why stream?
So the way that I thought about it was, I'm kind of a homebody, so I'm going to get drunk and I'm going to play video games regardless. So I figured, why not stream and try to entertain and meet some new people, meet some new friends, and potentially make a bit of money out of it. So that's kind of where my head was at, and yeah,
Facts.
here we are, and things are moving along. I'm probably going to be bigger than Dr. Disrespect eventually.
Oh yeah, you think so?
I mean,
Yeah,
he's got a-
He's got a
yeah,
fake
yeah.
mullet. I got a real one.
He has the real one. He needs to show the sexiness.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's getting hot.
He
That's,
calls this the black steel. This is going to be dubbed the red steel.
Oh,
The Red
okay.
Steel.
Sounds like a room craft material.
I can totally relate to that. That's literally like what I mean. Well, that and like having kick, because kick like kicked it off. Kicked it off for me,
Kicked
since
it.
it didn't seem so scary to stream on Kick as it
Right.
does to
That's
stream on
true.
Twitch.
That's actually true.
I don't know if it's so much it's scary, but it feels like Kick. I find is so much more rewarding. It feels like
Yeah.
like you seem to get, the majority of the people come here and they get more views, right? And it feels good. There's a lot, and the only thing that around this platform is that there's a lot of streamers over viewers, so it's hard to
Right.
get like really engaging
That's true.
chats unless like you're dealing with streamers that aren't streaming at the time. But as far as like
Right.
just viewers, it's a little lackluster at the moment.
That's
It'll
true.
get there.
While it still
Oh,
grows,
yes.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. The more streamers that we do bring over here, the bigger Kick will grow. The more viewers will eventually inevitably get. So
And
That's
Hash, how
facts.
about you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just came over because Scamp pulled you to the dark
yeah.
side.
Pretty much. So I mean, I don't drink, but I've been gaming. Like I've been gaming my whole life, and pretty much the same thing. I figured if I can, meet some people, entertain, make that money, then the wife
Yeah.
will let me game a little bit more.
I feel that too, dude. I totally part of me was
And I
streaming.
mean,
but
and
how
she
far?
kind of pushed me to do it too, because she's like, "You're already gaming anyways, so put the camera on, see if you can do it." And I said, "Fuck it, let's try it." I got
Hopefully
nothing to lose,
she's,
man. I have a fucking full-time career.
Yeah.
I got nothing to lose.
Hopefully
I
she's not
sent,
like in Earlink, but yeah, that was that was another reason why I started streaming. Was as an excuse to get my gaming in, with the two kids. I was like,
Well,
look, I gotta get on.
yeah.
So like, I
Yeah,
gotta play my.
well, as
like-
soon as my wife seen that like my first like payout or whatever, she was just like, okay, so you can actually make some money.
Yeah.
So she's like,
yeah.
and after that, she was like, okay, well, I don't mind. You can stream a little bit more.
What games do you want,
cool.
honey?
yeah. You got any
For me,
requests?
it
or
was
what?
was like the excitement my daughter would get like every time I'm like moving up in followers, because like I started showing her when I hit like 100 followers, and then like every time
Yes.
like a couple days I'd go in more and more, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, like that's so cool!" I don't know, it's just that for me was
Yeah.
a cool moment, just to share
Oh,
that with her
yeah.
the whole time.
And Federer, you
Especially in this
started on Kick
generation.
too.
And
Well,
then she-
yeah.
I did Twitch earlier. I did
You did
Twitch,
Twitch,
like 8
okay.
years ago. Yeah, I was 18 and I was like, hey, why not? It was still like young. It felt a bit like Kick right now. Twitch actually was really fun back in the day. I had 300 people watching me and I had like 4K people following me, but
go,
like
man.
Oh,
little
man.
to no subs. Like I was doing
Right, yeah,
giveaways
yeah.
and giveaways, people with ever for the giveaways, but still I had a big community. But I installed Streamlabs and it fucked everything. I had to uninstall, but I didn't know until like 6 years after. So I did Twitch for 2 years. So 6 years ago I stopped and I
Okay.
started back in April, just like Hash. And
Nice.
I've been skyrocketing that. And it has been a real big blast, fun, and also entertaining. I met Hash, Scamp, and you, Hitman. That's pretty sick.
That's it,
That's
man.
really pretty sick.
That's
the
true.
trifecta you need.
I think that's what I was saying in our previous episode, that a big thing
Yes.
for me with video gaming is the opportunity to meet people you will have no other chance of meeting. Like there's no way I would know these three
True.
guys who all happen to also live in Canada, and I live in Texas.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
So we
Yeah,
got three Canadian, what three Canadians and a Texan walk into a bar. You get a podcast.
Hey, I'm sorry, okay?
That's
But that
funny.
is really cool. I mean, even my mom, who's, oh my gosh, she hates that I play video games. But then I tell her, like, I'm like hanging out with people from. I've got a good friend of mine who I've known for like 8 years, solely off Discord and playing video games, who lives like 2 hours outside London. So this like that kind of stuff, just that's why I do it. That's why I'm streaming.
Is
like,
that
'cause-
Tane?
Yeah, that's Tane. That's my man.
Okay,
Tane.
okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but facts,
he's such a
man.
good
Like
guy.
I remember when me and Kyler were first playing like NHL on PlayStation. Like we've been playing NHL with the same people for like 12 years, if not more, for Kyler.
Damn.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
The
and these
best
guys
sports
become
game ever.
Our good friends, you know.
Oh, true.
It's just
So we ended up
Cool, man.
like I'm still friends with them like on
Yeah.
Facebook. We still talk like
Yeah.
wish happy birthdays and like they become a close friend.
Yeah.
And like for the longest time, like my buddy from Minnesota would literally like send me money for my birthday or buy me a game or like something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
same.
I mean,
yeah.
when you're
you-
gaming
you become really
socially,
close, man.
you do. You talk so much when you're gaming socially. You just talk like,
Oh,
and then
yes.
you
Well, I mean,
do
you
that
guys
for a couple.
instantly-
You know.
already have an interest together, right? Like you're
Right.
playing the same game, so instantly
Yeah.
you're gonna click if you guys are fucking vibing, and then it just gone
True.
from there. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yeah, you're
Yep.
meeting on something you both like. So like you're obviously gonna click.
That's why it's fun.
So then, if you've both been gaming for a long time, now I know Hash, you were telling me before, just let's let the audience know that you don't actually look forward to games because you don't know anything about
Facts.
games outside of what
Yeah,
you're playing.
yeah.
But
So-
if you've been playing games for a long time and you said you were once
Yeah.
addicted to something, then what's been
Yeah.
your favorite game, or what were you then even addicted to?
Oh,
I know where
man,
he's going with this.
it's World of Warcraft back in the day. Like,
Yeah, it was.
when
There's
when
two
me-
big ones.
Wow.
Yeah,
There's
when
two
me-
big ones.
Yeah, when me and the wife like first started getting together, like WoW was it. I was deep. Like we were hitting ranked arenas. We were getting fucking mad gear, PvP only kind of shit, and there was like
Is this like starting WoW, or like you just found it and then like
All
came
of
into
it.
it?
all of it. I started when it first came out, but I come back. Was it Burning Crusade, Kai, when you had that warrior? And then I think I just went from there. Or
was it
not Burning
Mar-
Crusade, Lich King.
It was my
think-
Draenei warrior,
Yeah, Blowcane.
Blowcane.
Yeah.
That was that was Wrath. I believe.
Wrath,
Yeah.
right. So I come
Yeah.
back in Wrath, and then it just gone, baby. Like mad amount
Next,
of time there.
you were just on a whole other level.
Next level,
Yeah.
baby.
He was on the WoW platform.
Man, WoW was
Wow.
Yeah.
so like I had to
The
like
WoW.
quit WoW when my daughter was born. It was like a conversation with the wife was like
Oh.
that was the only game that I would have to like give up because it was too addicting, and I just know it. So I had to,
And you never been back then.
never went back.
Oh,
So then, what's your second game? Scam said there's
Diablo
two.
2,
D2,
Oh,
baby.
Diablo 2.
D2, Lord of Destruction. Right now, Resurrected
Oh,
just because
sir.
the graphics are better and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
man, if we're talking world class PvP and you haven't fucking played D2 yet, you're missing out on fucking player versus player game. Like it is
Look,
the best dueling
it's
game.
sweaty.
Okay,
It's
I
sweaty.
downloaded. I
it's
downloaded D2. Okay, for the
Don't know what
three
to
of
tell
you,
you.
because you all
Oh.
told me. Okay, I played like an
Yes.
hour of it, and it feels like hot
couldn't do it.
caca. Okay, and I'm like, this game
Oh.
feels like the movement is so bad.
Mm.
All right,
You got to get the right gear, man. You need like the Nigma,
Yeah.
the rune wards, because then like when you start using your abilities properly, that's when the PvP comes in, man. It's so
Yeah.
fun, bro.
so have you
Addicting.
PvP'd yet in Diablo 4?
I think I'm like level 25.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
My wife's 43 though. She's rocking hard on the barbarian. She got her mount and shit. She's
Okay.
popping.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you,
there it
Scamp?
is.
What's your fave? What's your
Well, I got it's hard.
I was thinking this guy's got 3 at least.
Yeah,
got
I got
three?
like 3 or 4. So
Okay, hit me with them.
growing up, early
Tetris.
on, like late 90s, probably like Diablo 1, no joke.
Oh, D1.
After Diablo 1, I probably played a lot of StarCraft. A lot of StarCraft back in the day.
Oh, I forgot about that, bro.
Yeah, and then from StarCraft into Diablo 2, then from Diablo 2 into World of Warcraft, and I'm talking like years of playing these games, not just like
Right.
trying them out for a week or two. You know what I mean? And then, but WoW was the one that WoW and D2 were the 2 ones that lasted the longest. Like I played them literally my whole life until, WoW up until 2 years ago or even a year ago. I was
Yeah.
Oh,
still
wow.
dabbling here and there with it.
But so did you and Hash play a lot then together? Or?
Well, we ranked
Yeah.
up hard and
Yeah, we used to do a lot of
ranked
PvP,
rankings,
like
yeah.
even 10 years ago, we were doing arenas steady.
Yeah.
And then, and then Diablo 2 off and on. Like you'd go back, you'd get geared up, you'd do some duels, then you kind of fall out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then, after that, D2R came out. Kind of got into that for like 2 seasons, and then lately I've just been bouncing.
Yeah,
Bounce 'em.
man, I got a
Yeah.
funny story. So like we were in high school, and Kyler was hard into fucking Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, right? So like we we get up for school in the morning, like my mom's getting ready and shit like that. So like
Classic story.
he goes like I'm out at the bus stop already, and like I just took a puff off the pipe. I'm waiting for Kyler to come out the house. Doesn't show up, right? So I get on the
Yeah, we
bus.
used
I
to
go
get
to school.
stoned in the morning.
Kyler shuts the door, creeps upstairs, okay, lays down on the other side of his bed, and mom always checked his room because she ain't fucking around kind of shit. So she even went upstairs, looked in his room, didn't see him, left for work. The guy gamed D2 all fucking day. That shit was
Where?
like
Yeah,
the
man.
funniest
Where
thing
were
I've
you?
ever heard.
Let me.
Oh,
Are
let
you
me
just
explain
hiding
this a
underneath
little
your
bit more.
bed? Yeah, you just put your computer underneath
No,
your bed and you were
okay,
just
hold
like,
on,
Hold on,
No.
listen. I'll explain it. So
It was
Um,
the best, man.
I always knew, like, I scope things out beforehand. I kind of like plan this. So like, whenever we would go at the front door, the bathroom wasn't far, so like she could peek her out of the bathroom and she could see the front door. So
Right.
every time Jansen would go out, I would go out and I'd close the door. I'd look in the house, and she'd always peek every time. So I was like, okay. I was getting ready. So anyways, so one day he goes out. I'm fucking getting all my stuff together, and I open the door and I shut it quick and I sidestep and I like go by like the stairs. And I don't know if she looked, but I guarantee she looked. So then I like sneaky step all the way up into my
God
room, and I go,
damn.
okay, so like my bed was facing this way. The door was here and my bed was here. So I laid on the opposite side of my bed on the floor with a pillow, and I just waited. Didn't make a sound, just laid there and waited.
God.
And I heard her coming up. She went to her room, looks in the room, closes the door. Goes to my brother's room, looks in, closes the door. Comes to my room, looks in, closes the door. Back downstairs. Hear the grab the keys. Out the door, car starts, gone. I was just like, yes. So immediately,
Diablo 2 time, baby.
I'm eating fucking ramen
God
noodles
damn.
all day.
I was gonna say
I'm playing
noodles.
Diablo
Wow.
2. I'm smoking weed. I'm fucking.
my
I'm
God.
living the life.
Man.
You know what I
It
mean?
was so fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's
That
pretty
That was
great.
funny.
The
That's
funniest
pretty
thing
great.
is that it was so good that I ratted myself out that night at supper because I was just like, "That it's too good. I can't not tell
yeah,
you."
Yeah.
dude. When you're
Yeah.
young, that's like the
Yeah.
best. Where you're like, hey, you're not gonna, mom. Guess what
Yeah.
I did today?
I was like,
didn't
"You had
even
no
catch
fucking
me."
idea."
She kind of laughed at us. She said never again, but
Yeah, that's usually what parents will
damn.
do. They're like, all right, you got me. You do that again, I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, wow. Okay, that's some GoldenEye shit you did there.
Yeah,
He's
baby.
like sneaking
What about you,
with his
Fett?
pillow.
Speaking of Goldeneye, that's another
Oh,
banger.
I mean,
yeah.
that would GoldenEye was huge for me.
Like the original Halo, GoldenEye,
Yeah.
just like
Oh.
things like that. Like,
Stop
that's
it, I'm
where
a nut.
that's where gaming started for me was the Xbox, the original Xbox with Halo Online. That
Ooh.
was fun.
Yeah.
Who's at the
God
fucking
damn.
warthog?
Yeah.
Warthog.
Blood Gulch.
Bro.
Such a good map, dude.
Yeah.
What about you,
Best
Fed?
gaming times
damn
ever.
it.
Yes.
I want to hear. I
My
want to hear
teammates-
your.
me.
Yeah. What's your favorite game?
Oh, god damn! I've got. I'll say like Scamp. I've got a couple. If we go back to the beginning, it was Super Mario 64. My first
Classic.
console was a 64, so I abused that game with like
Jumping
I don't
into those
remember.
paintings.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Jumping into the paintings, dude.
Painting,
I
yeah.
broke the joystick because the Bowser fight. You're like,
Yeah, Mom, I broke a second controller. Can I have a third one? No.
Holy shit.
Yeah, basically that.
That's
But I
fucking
also played a game a bit like Mortal Kombat, but it had like Earthworm Jim and like Frosty the Snowman and things like that. I just don't remember the name, but I played that because my dad was like working in Cascade, so the toilet paper company, and he used to like get dumped out stuff. So he
Yeah.
took like all the broken like 64 cartridges and all, and I would repair them, being like 5 to 7 years old, and I had fun. I was like, oh, I arranged it. I had like this game into a win back old cartridge because it was like just a bit broken on the side, but I had like the chip, and it was insane. But I had a lot of fun with that. And then when we fast forward, I could say the PlayStation 2, I played
Okay.
a lot of God of War. That was
oh yes. Yeah.
top tier. If we fast forward again, let's say Xbox 360, the game that I played a lot was Gears of War 3. 2
Oh,
and
Gears.
3.
Oh, Gears
Oh.
3 was. Oh my god. Gears 3 was so good.
God tier,
Classics,
God tier. May you rest in peace, Gears of War.
Can I give it some
And-
honorable mentions after you're done?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Done.
Yes,
My
yes,
bad, man.
sir. And let's say we fast forward like a couple of years after, and I could say the multiplayer games I really abused, except for Gears of War. I'd say maybe Call of Duty, Battlefield.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Between these two, but for real, Diablo 2 was like most of my time. Diablo 2, Diablo 1, Diablo 2.
So you
as
understand the D2
as a kid,
PvP.
yeah, and never gotten the chance to be able to kill people though
Still
in
big.
Diablo 2, because I love
Oh,
the
dude, we fragged.
yeah, I love the Rage Druid build, Werewolf
Oh,
Rage
gotcha.
Druid build.
Yeah, yeah. Melee
It's so
duels.
fun to
Yeah,
use,
yeah.
but it's so complicated to get like maxed out and all.
Yeah.
Still, I'm still on Diablo 2. I have like what 100 hours on it, and I'm still not even close to 50, like
Man.
level 50. So I'm like,
Oh
damn.
my gosh. I can get
Yeah.
rushed to fucking 90 in no time.
What's your honorable
yeah.
mention, Scamp?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can go back. We got to go back in time a little bit.
Yes.
So, my uncles, who's always in my Skelter, he's always in my chat. Him and his younger brother, like we grew up together. We're kind of like brothers too. So, they had a Super Nintendo. They had regular Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and then I had the Sega Genesis. So we all
the
like
Genesis, baby.
played everything. So a lot
Sonic.
of Super Nintendo was the like the classic Zelda. Mystical Ninja. I don't know if you guys remember that game, but that game was
no,
a
yes.
I do.
fucking
Yes.
banger. So good.
Yes.
And then, I mean, then we can move on. There's friggin' Battletoads. There's fucking
Battletoads.
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim was good, but on
Remember?
one of the most impossible games to beat was fucking Echo the Dolphin on
Oh,
fucking
Sega.
on Sega, dude.
Jesus, that game had me
Impossible.
triggered at a young
Impossible.
age, bro.
But then, but then go from there. Fuck, there was another one.
Yo, you
that
know
I
which
had.
one got it for me, man? Was Conker's Bad.
Yes.
Conker's,
Yeah,
Conker's
Conker's
what?
The
Oh,
first ever
Conker's.
Fucking
Yeah.
Conker's bad for a day.
shooting
Yes.
game, baby. Woo-hoo, that's
With the
something's
plant
fun.
with the big, you know what?
Yeah,
Or the Great Mighty Pooh. Oh, best
and
boss
the
ever.
classic. Nobody can like oversee fucking Super Smash Bros. When that came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Talk
64.
about like if you weren't doing LAN parties, I don't know what you were doing when that game was.
Yeah. Mom,
I
can you
think
bring the
I-
TV?
I think the game that I spent the most time on that's like an offline game was probably fucking Final Fantasy VII when that shit first came out. You know what I
That
mean?
was
Like,
huge, yeah, for a lot of people.
I played that for a long time.
So that's funny. Like, so all the stuff that y'all had, like, I was so late to all. I mean, I started with Super Nintendo and stuff, but I was playing like Tetris and Castlevania and then
Ooh.
yeah, and then
Ooh,
I got into
Castlevania.
the same Mario that you did, Fet. Actually, was the only game I
Mario
owned
64.
on N64 until GoldenEye. And then GoldenEye is what took me into FPSs, but then I had a long break from video games, and didn't get back into it until I used to go to my friends' houses and play their PlayStation, and we'd play games like oh my god, fucking the car game on PlayStation that they're making a terrible TV show of.
Oh, Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, like they would be playing a lot of that.
God, that's
Yeah, same. I love that.
Yeah,
I had
and
that in
was
the back of my head.
dude. I used to
that
rent
was
that at
fun.
Blockbuster. Whew.
Oh, man.
man, had the people listening to this, they're gonna fucking
Ice
know what
cream
Blockbuster
truck.
is.
Man.
They're like,
Oh
Blockbuster,
my
what's,
God.
really.
what's
I'd save up
Blockbuster?
my allowance.
That was the
to rent
place,
those
man.
things,
3 games for the
Um,
price of one with the free
yeah, right?
popcorn.
That was
I
it.
worked. I worked, dude.
That was
When I
it.
was in high school, I worked at Hollywood Video. Anyways,
that's dope.
God
I didn't
damn.
wanna bring- I didn't
and
want to bring the
then I
games
was like,
back.
Same.
I don't think I owned a console again until Xbox, and then we had bought one, and I took it in. I used to play football all the time, and we would do LAN parties in the locker room of playing Halo.
Hell
And so the
yeah.
Halo,
Wow.
Halo is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
kickstarted like video games for me, and then I followed Halo
Ooh, nice.
into the online realm. I mean, I used to do competitive Halo. I mean, I played like an ungodly amount of Halo. And then
Yes.
and then I didn't even get into RPGs until Mass Effect. Mass Effect was a huge one for me. I thought that was just an incredible man, that really got me into RPGs and narratives. And it was really funny because
God
at the time
damn.
everybody was playing Final Fantasy and stuff. And they were like, what are you doing? Like those aren't narratives, like Final Fantasies, like where the big blockbuster narrative stuff is. And I didn't get into Final Fantasy until Final Fantasy like 15. Like I was
Final
so
Fantasy, the
late.
story was just so good. Final Fantasy, man. Like
Yeah.
Never played
Yeah.
Well, 16
they're-
right
they're
now is
amazing.
incredible. I can tell you that right. 16's been
Final
like,
Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9 were
I'm-
two of the best for me.
right. But yeah, and then I didn't, I didn't really turn on video games like and become addicted until Destiny. I played Destiny since the alpha. I mean, for 10 years in a row, it was like my most all-time played game when I get those statistics. And that was another game where I was like playing it competitively for a really long time, like getting really into all
What
that.
is Destiny?
What is
You never played it?
Destiny?
Yeah. Like, is it like
Wait, you don't know what
RPG?
Destiny is?
Is it like
oh my god!
It's like
How do you
an
know?
FPS.
no.
It's like an FPS MMORPG type
Oh,
thing.
no,
like,
my
you
head.
can
Is it like
gear
Tom
up, you get
Clancy's
a gear
The
score.
Division?
Are you?
I mean,
Do you live under a
like-
rock?
space, I guess.
you do not know what
say that.
Destiny.
The thing is like I like certain games and I don't
Yeah.
stray from them. I
Well,
just
so
I never
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
Destiny. I don't think I never watched a video on it. I never watched.
Well,
streams
it's
on it.
what got me
I
on it was
into for a
Bungie,
while.
right? I mean, Bungie made Halo, so Bungie,
Mhm.
like the people who made Halo left and made Destiny. So I was like, well, I gotta try this out because I love Halo.
Right.
And Destiny is like this. Honestly, I'd call it like a unicorn. It's like the one FPS game that has like been just, I mean, on a massive scale for the last like decade, owning the market of what you would call first-person shooter, a massive multiplayer online first-person shooter is kind of like how
Yes.
and people ended up
Okay.
labeling it because it's like
See, I
an
think-
MMO, but
I
it's
think
not
yeah,
an
it's
for
an
me,
MMO.
what
MMO
happened-
FPS for sure.
So
Yeah.
like for me, what happened was like when those games were coming out and people were looking into them, I was like selling drugs and trying to get money to get stoned and drunk. Like I couldn't care less about like any games that were coming out
No, but
kind of thing.
Destiny wasn't out that long ago. You would have been already
It's
done
me.
that shit. I was with
Oh,
my
Destiny
ex.
maybe, but the other ones
Yeah,
like
no,
every other
yeah,
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Destiny with them that just flew under the radar for me, Chad.
Well, it was one of those games. Like, it honestly is one of those
It
games.
was
you
really
never-
fun.
If
I
you,
played it for a
if
good
you
while.
didn't get into it, then it doesn't have a good entry point. Like once you're out of it, it's hard to get into it. That's like the one thing that sucks about Destiny. But it's Bungie and it's got those controls. So I'd probably have to say, for me, Destiny's probably until
game you
Diablo 4. Like Diablo 4,
Yeah.
honestly, is like the first game where I've been like, I just want to play Diablo 4 all the time because like it's
Yeah,
it's,
you're
it's
hooked
just,
to it right now. You're vibing
uh,
with D4.
I love D4. Like in terms of like a game I can constantly come back to, it would be D4. But because I
Right.
separate games and like what's live service and what's not. Because like my all-time favorite game is Mass Effect 2. Like nothing in my like if we're talking like just
Ooh.
gameplay and narrative and everything. What Mass Effect 2 did is still like mind blowing to me. And then
Well,
probably
what's that
Last of
kind of
Us.
game?
Mass
that
Effect 2
game?
is a story-based RPG. But what was crazy, what BioWare did with Mass Effect, like I haven't seen again, and it would be so cool to see it. And that was if you played one, every decision you made, because it was one of those
Yeah.
games, you know, where you make choices, you like talk to people, you dialogue choices, and those choices affect the outcome of the end of your video game.
God,
But what they
like that
did
Star
is
Wars game.
like the Star Wars game. And then what they did is they built it into the whole trilogy. So then you would import your save into 2, and then 2 would pick up what you did in 3. I mean, what you did in 1. And then when they made Mass Effect 3, it took all your choices from 1 and 2 into 3. And it was just
That's kind of cool though.
It was
I
so
like
cool.
That's
that.
mind blowing. Yeah, it's actually insane. Mass Effect has been also a great game that I played, but I only played like 1. Started the 2. For real, it was insane. It was.
It's so
I loved
insane, yeah.
watching it. Every time you could watch someone like different playing the game, it would have been like a totally different game. Totally
Got
different like
you.
aspects or decisions or even like let's say friends, because your crew could have changed just with the fact
Yeah.
that the choice
you could
take.
lose your crew. And whether
Yeah.
they live or die is
Fuck,
totally
that's
based upon
crazy,
like
man.
Mass Effect 2 can end where you lose everyone. Like you lose your whole
That's-
crew and you die. Like I mean it's crazy. Like
Yes.
it could go in all sorts of directions. So that's kind of like my gaming career took me there, and then I still really haven't gotten into like live service games outside of Destiny until Diablo 4, because I spend a lot. I love stories. Right, I worked in movies. I wanted to make movies, and then to me like the next step for movies where like really good narratives were being told was in video games. And especially like on the PlayStation side of things, I'm not like a huge PlayStation fanboy, but like Last of Us 2,
Yes.
the new God of War,
That was another
Ghost
one.
of Tsushima.
The
like they
Last
had,
of Us.
like,
Oh,
I
that,
mean,
when that
yes.
first came out,
So good.
it's so
Bro, the
good.
But I
PvP
mean,
was so good in
yeah.
that. It was like Gods of War style, or like God of
Oh,
War like style,
yes.
but like it was that style of PvP. But fuck, it was good, dude. I got good with the bow. It was very quiet.
Yes.
Fucking-
Oh, you're talking about the
the PvP of it.
yeah, the PvP. They're
Oh, it was so
actually
fun,
trying to
bro.
get that
Yeah.
in a larger scale right now with the second. They announced it, but we haven't seen any gameplay. But if we want to talk about narratives, I have 2 games I really love, which are horror games. Resident Evil series and Silent Hill series. Both are
Oh, yeah,
super
both incredible.
scary,
Yeah.
I never.
but they're insane. I still
Sounds
play
cool.
them today. It's just insane.
But speaking of Diablo 4, I am
Yes.
curious. I know all 4 of us play it. I know me and
Mhm.
Fett talked about what we thought about it. And since you
Right.
guys are both huge Diablo 2 fans, I'd love to hear from you what you
Yeah.
currently think about Diablo 4.
All right, little scamp go.
Sorry.
You can go first.
What are your thoughts on Diablo 4?
I loved it. I thought it was really good from what I played of it. I thought it was really good. It was really fun. It had some aspects of like D2. Like I could feel a little bit of D2 in it, but it was definitely more of like a D3 style for me, which to me it just felt like it was almost like I'm not gonna say too easy, but like I feel Diablo 2 was harder. So I
Yeah.
think maybe that's why I liked it. And it was slower to progress, like
That's
way
true,
slower
that's
to
true.
get good gear and grind for gear. And you had to magic find for fucking days
Days.
to try to find
Yes.
something. And you might not find anything.
Dude,
In
I-
this game, it's just like, oh, legendary, 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 legendary. So like, I like it. I do like it. It's a great game. And I'm Blizzard did a great job with it. The cutscenes are fucking immaculate. But yeah, it's not something that's gonna hold me. You know what I
No.
mean?
Can
No.
I add to that,
Personally.
Scamp?
Sure.
Have you gone to World Tier 4? Because World Tier 4 feels
Oh,
like
yeah.
Diablo 2.
Yeah, I would imagine it would
Yeah.
get harder. Like Diablo 3 even
It-
got
it
like
gets-
hard when you
it
did
gets
like
sweaty.
the higher torments, right? But
Yeah.
I feel it's
Ask-
like the gearing thing. It takes
Yeah,
a while
okay,
to.
but
It's so much easier to gear, right? You know.
It took me 1 week to get like one piece of good gear in World Tier 4. Ask Hitman, we
Okay.
still get effed up by just
Yeah.
the beginning of World Tier 4.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
if Hitman plays the full Diablo 2 Resurrected game, he's gonna be like, yeah, World Tier 4 feels like Diablo 2 because it's
Right.
a grind. It's a
Okay.
grind just to
Yeah.
get
It
that
is a
little
grind, yeah.
aspect with the
Yeah.
right amount of like percentage and basically the right aspect also. And let's not talk about uniques. There's uniques that are so rare, like Diablo 2, that even today there's like maybe 10 people that have uniques, like
only
special
one.
uniques.
Oh,
yeah.
there's only of
Oh.
the 6 special uniques, only
Oh,
one
yeah.
of each has been found.
Yeah, but I mean, in
Damn.
Diablo 2, there's like maybe 10 people that
Oh.
have the one
really
kind
doesn't
of
want-
unique, and it
Yeah.
has been out for what 20 something years.
Yeah.
Only
There's
like
some
10.
that
Yeah,
there's
that's
some that
wild.
have been only found like
Yeah.
one time type thing, or
Yeah.
or rolled one time, because you can throw like gems and
Runes.
jewels and then runes and then in with an item, and you can try to roll it, and like there's so much you can do in Diablo 2, I find, for like
Yeah.
Upgrading.
making gear and
Making,
creating
upgrading, yeah.
gear, and yeah, it's
So
is a- it's
do
a-
you
it's a long
second that
grind.
hash? Like, do you feel the same or?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
like D4. Me and the wife are enjoying D4. I haven't played lately with her because her schedule at work and stuff. She works evenings. She's obviously not playing, but she's on the game every day if she can, just grinding a couple of quests here and there. But we both liked Diablo 4. I like it more than Diablo 3 personally. But
Sorry.
I
can't,
see you,
man.
Scamp. You're like,
losing it. I can't.
My chat's trolling, so I'm sorry.
Are they trolling me? They might not be trolling me.
No, trolling.
No, good. No, but it's hard to play any other Diablo game after Diablo 2 for me.
yeah,
Gotcha.
But I enjoy the grind with my wife and stuff like that. But
It honestly sounds like then y'all probably echo a lot of what we had talked about in our first episode, that it seems Diablo 4 was really like outside
for
of that.
casuals.
Yeah, it was made for casuals. Like up to tier 4, like Diablo 4 was kind of made for
Yeah.
the at-home dad
yeah,
who only gets 2 hours in a day and can feel like he's progressing.
Yes, I
tier
100%.
4s for us.
yeah,
No, but like
Yeah.
that does make sense. Like I think they're making it more accessible for like everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like because like you can grind really hard and make it really fucking far in the game, or you can play casually but still feel like you're getting things done.
Yes.
Diablo 2 was like kind of the opposite. It's just like if you weren't putting in the time, you weren't getting shit.
POE,
Which is
Diablo
almost
2's
better,
POE.
honestly, because like the hate Diablo is getting right now, I think is tied to the fact that like there is a very clear. I mean, like I honestly, it sounds like Scamp. If you kept playing, like you'd start feeling the way you felt in D2
Yeah.
because the
Right,
jump
Yeah.
from essentially 68 to 100 leveling is insane. Like, and I think a lot of
Yeah.
people are upset because it's like. It's casual. It's not like a nice incline. It's like casual and it's like
It
you're
goes like
hardcore
that,
now.
Right.
It goes like that,
And so everybody's
yeah.
like, how am I even supposed to like get any of this shit or gear, let alone beat this game? Like it's requiring so much out of me.
It's so
But-
funny because like we are actually satisfied. We're like World Tier 4 is
Yeah,
Diablo
nice.
2, and we're so happy about it. And we need to grind, get that little piece of gear that was unique, and you can get the wrong unique. Like I've had
Yeah.
for the past 3 weeks. I'm like, no, it's not the good one.
See what I think it
need-
is for what it is for me and Little Scamp though is like if there's no competitive PvP in the game, we're not sticking to it long.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Like yeah,
That
I
makes
know
sense.
there's a
World Tier
battleground in D4, and I get
Yeah.
like there's some that little PvP. It just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit. It doesn't check
and the
marks
reason why
off.
Diablo 2 was so good is because you could literally join a duel game and all you do in there is duel. You just
Ah.
you guys
Yeah.
can like make up teams, so you do like 4v4 if you have a full game, or
Yeah.
2v2, and like
3v3,
you know what I mean. And
oh, it's fun.
everybody's got tons of gear, and like you're switching out gear to counter the lightning
like
sork or the
resistance.
fire
Mhm.
sork or the cold sork. Like things are it's all over the place, man. Like people have tons of gear swaps. Like
That's why we like
it's
World of Warcraft so
insane.
much.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
there was some PVE to get you to the point where you can do battlegrounds and stuff like that, and then you get points and get the fucking PvP gear. So
Yeah.
like it was just an instantly just switched from a PvE for us to a PvP game. Like we didn't bother getting like grinding those dungeons and shit because we
yeah.
were getting better gear for what we were doing through PvP, right? And like
So
Diablo
PV, are
2
you
hit those
PvP
two.
lords then? Is that where you both lean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
both lean towards
they
more
are.
the competitive side.
If I can't play
Yeah.
competitive against another person online, I won't
Yeah.
play the game.
I can't play an
Okay.
offline game because I feel like I'm
Can't.
wasting my time. If I'm not like
Elder
trying to be
Scrolls-
better than somebody at a game, I don't want to play the game. Like I want to be better than you at this game. Like that's
Easy.
why I play video games. I
Exactly.
don't play it to like just like
Like,
you know.
man, Diablo 2, I'm telling you, man, me and Kyler spent 6 hours or not more literally 1v1ing the same characters just because we're so competitive and like who's gonna get the
Yeah.
fucking the better
Okay, well, this I'm
win
gonna.
rate.
I have a
It's just
question
how it is,
then,
man.
because it's super competitive, but like it's another Blizzard game,
Mm.
but it doesn't seem to do
Mm.
well really on streaming. But it's how I met you
Gotcha.
guys.
Right?
It's too old for now.
It's too old for now. Yeah, how do you feel about
It's
Overwatch
too old
2?
for streaming.
Yeah,
Overwatch
is that what it
streaming.
is?
I love Overwatch 2, man.
Yeah,
I think-
Diablo
But you
2
just
was
you just
out
think
of
like the
streaming thing.
audience for Overwatch
Yeah.
2 is
I think
Just
there's
older?
still a huge audience for Overwatch 2 if you're like good enough. I think people want to see good
so
gameplay.
that's what I hear out of Overwatch 2.
You
It's like
know?
if you're not a sweat, people don't want to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they don't want to watch you do like unranked games
mediocre.
and shit. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And now
But it's-
why do you think that is?
People like that competitiveness, man. They love seeing people compete at a high level.
At high energy.
it's-
I'm at the
it's-
top of the
it's-
mountain and I'm only halfway up, baby.
It's like
Yeah.
anything. You're not gonna watch.
Doctor Disrespect, is that
You're
you?
not, you're not gonna watch the Q League in hockey. You're gonna watch fucking
Right.
NHL. You know,
It's kinda-
you're gonna
it is
watch
funny how
higher
streaming-
level competitors, man. It's the
It
same
seems
thing.
like streaming, like especially with PvP, that's definitely where it goes, right? Because nobody tunes into Call of Duty to watch you play quick play. Like they want to
Exactly.
see
Yeah.
Warzone or
Yeah.
they want to see rank play.
Exactly. It's just how
Like-
it is.
Yeah.
Well, for
Yeah, I
us,
agree.
then, anyways. I mean, I'm just speaking for Scamp. Like, that's the only reason we play certain games. It's because there has to be a competitiveness to it.
So do y'all play Call of Duty or do you do Call of Duty?
We did for a while.
Call of Duty? No, I don't play that.
No.
Call of
Lord.
Duty?
Not
of
anymore.
Duty.
I mean, I grew up playing COD. I grew up playing COD, and I was fucking good at COD. But
Yeah, we
like,
were great back in the
I just
day.
kind of, I don't know. I kind of
Before SBMM.
We played a lot of Warzone 1, and we were pretty decent. But
Yeah.
even before that, like, I played the fuck out of all the Modern Warfares, all the Black Ops. Like, I played
We
them all.
got
I
them
played
all,
Call of Duty
yeah.
from every single one that ever came out.
Yep.
World
Okay.
at War.
Oh my
all that
god,
shit.
please.
That was a good one, man.
Bring
You know
it
what I mean?
back.
Yeah.
World at
So
War
I
was
mean,
the
we
shit.
played them all. It's just now it's like kind of done for me.
It's really just Battle Royale
Oh.
now, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I've got a game for you guys that we could grind each other with.
Oh, we're gonna. Okay,
what?
bro.
What?
Everybody,
That
let's
sounded
just-
wrong. We can all play together at this game and have some fun and feel like not Diablo. My bad. Like old COD.
What's that?
It might sound dumb, but Apex Legends. If you have seen
No.
me today,
Stream
you say
over.
but-
Bye.
Shut down.
Dude,
Dude,
I
that
played
game
Apex
is
in Apex.
garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm having fun, and me and Honda are like sweaty.
I don't want. I'm
sweaty.
not gonna spoil your fun. That's me.
Yeah, if you're
I just. I
enjoying
can't.
it-
I can't do
know,
Apex.
I can't.
I played it when
I
it first
honestly
came out
can't-
on
I can't do
PlayStation.
Warzone.
That's it. Yeah,
Oh, you played it on PlayStation? I have a hard
Yeah.
time with battle royales. It's
Yeah,
just
tough,
like
man.
you land and then you gotta get stuff and then you get the stuff and then you're like, oh, I
You
got
got-
the stuff and then you die and you're like, I gotta go get the stuff again and it's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
For real.
true.
That's how it felt.
Oh, Mini Hitman is back at it.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
she's-
guys, is there a
She's giving him
competitive
two.
game you're really into right now? Without, like, let's say, out of Farlight, because we know Farlight is a sweaty game
Oof,
at
I
the
love
higher
Farlight.
ranks. But
Yeah.
do you all have like a big competitive game you really want to play, or you're playing right now that could
Siege.
actually
Yeah.
interest our viewers?
Yeah, so me and Scamp right now are playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just started
Rainbow
playing that
Six,
game
true.
like a week ago. This game has been out, I guess, for years. Don't know,
Fire
but
Red.
it is fun as fuck. And if it's
Yeah.
not Siege, I'm playing
Hmm.
Firelight.
Siege or Farlight?
True.
Siege or Firelight right now, man.
Okay, what
Yeah,
about X
Dapster's
Defiant?
gonna love that.
Oh yes, X Defiant.
What do y'all think
I
about
never
that?
played
Have you seen
It look, I seen it looks like old school COD, but I haven't tried it
Yeah,
yet.
I never
Oh,
played it. And I
I've-
never watched a video on it, so I don't know anything about it.
I've played it, guys, and
Is it
I was
good?
dropping 50 bombs. Like, I mean, It's chef
So the game's
kisses
too easy
like
then.
for days. No,
That's
it's
what
not
I was
easy.
just thinking. I was like,
know,
I don't
there's-
know.
You know that COD puts like SBMM that if you're too good in the game, they're just gonna like lower your movement. Your bullets are just gonna do less damage and stuff like that. In that
Right.
game, there's none of that. If you were a sweat lord back in the day in COD, you're gonna be a sweat lord in Next Defiant, and you're gonna be
Okay.
killing it. I kid you not. Even the guns, all the guns feel good.
Yeah, they do.
All of them. There's just no guns. I'm like, ew, that's shit. No, even the snipers, you're like quick scope, and they're not that fast. I know, like
Shit.
God, like
No,
No,
the
it's
nice
not
thing
like that,
about
it's-
X Defiant too is it takes like
yeah,
the third person shooting. Or I'm sorry, wait, no, it's third person.
First,
I
no,
see
it's
you,
first.
Fred. I see you,
It
Fred.
takes that FPS
actions.
shooting and then it mushes it with Overwatch. It's like the game
Yeah,
modes are
right.
very Overwatch.
Okay.
yes.
So
It sounds fun, man. I think. I mean, when does it release?
Free to play soon. They said
Yeah.
end of summer, so either this
August,
month
maybe.
or
Yeah.
next month.
I'll download it for sure.
Oh, yes. Let's
try
all
it for
play.
Sure. I'd,
I
okay, well
think it's
now
5 or
I'm thinking I
6.
need to get this Rainbow Six and just play with y'all tonight.
Yeah,
Man.
same.
the game's fun.
I
The
need.
game,
oh,
it's a
are
fun
we getting
game,
Rainbow
guys.
6 for tonight?
It's
I don't
like
know.
very strategic, man. You really gotta like the audio is important.
I
You
mean,
gotta listen to the
I'm
footsteps, you
I'm
gotta
looking
see
at
what shit's
Scamp's
coming.
face trying to decide if I'm gonna play this tonight or not. Just scoping him out.
I
Do it.
played 4 years Rainbow Six on the consoles, and I was
Oh,
a
yeah.
sweat lord. I was
also,
almost
it's on
yeah.
sale right now, so
You know.
For real? On Steam?
oh yeah,
Where?
it's
Where?
cheap as fuck,
It's
bro.
like $16
Yeah, even
Canadian.
the
tax.
deluxe
On Steam?
Yeah.
Dude, the deluxe version right now, Fed is like fucking $13 or something, or $14 for the deluxe.
For real?
Yeah, and you get like
Isn't
you
it
get,
the
like,
whole
18
thing just
operators
sweat
with it.
though? Like the whole game is just ultra sweat. You just sweat. Like I'm just gonna sit in my
Oh,
chair.
it's
I'm gonna take
not-
my shirt off.
Sure.
Someone
It's
be
not like
sweating.
Apex. It's not like Apex, but I mean, you've got one life, but you've got multiple rounds. You need to defuse the bomb because that's basically the objective.
That's what she said.
Or there's also rescue the hostage. So you gotta be careful. There's also like team killing, and you can kill the hostage. If you kill the hostage, you're game over. So yeah,
Okay.
you'd have fun. You'd have fun. Me, you, Scamp, and Hash. I'm pretty sure we're gonna sink some hours in. So I
I'm
mean,
down.
if
I'm down,
y'all
man.
are down,
The game is
I'm
fun.
buying it right now.
Okay. I
Game's
guess I'll
fun,
download
man.
it. I'll download it after this and maybe get
Yo,
some.
Davisher's downloading it right now too.
See, like
Maybe
the
I'll just
thing
get
is,
some
though,
whiskey. How many
We're gonna bring the
people?
fucking- we're-
How many
Yeah.
people?
So you
How
can
many
do
people can
5
we
in a
roll?
team.
Five.
You can do
Five.
5 in a team, but we can do a custom 5v5 and just
Okay.
have it all out.
Oh,
You know,
dude, can you
streamer war
imagine?
kind of
We
shit.
just
Oh,
drink
yes.
and play a streamer Rainbow Six. Oh
yeah,
my
and we can like
god!
pick, you know, the shortest sticks picks and shit like that. Like, you know, making
Okay.
teams. The old hockey stick days on the streets.
Okay.
Hockey stick days.
Throw that stick to the left, throw that stick to the right. Fucking.
hey.
All right. Well, we
You
got
know?
we got a few shy minutes here, so I do want to finish. I love to, we all stream on Kick. It's
Yes.
new. Luckily enough, this podcast show, whatever we want to call this talk show, we do it every 2 weeks, which actually is pretty helpful,
Yeah.
especially when talking about Kick, because a lot of things
Mhm.
change. I have a daughter; she's standing next to me.
I was gonna say you have a little minion beside you.
Oh, fuck.
It's Mini
Scared me.
Hitman.
Scared me.
Okay. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
All right. That just made it into the
love it.
there that is.
That's awesome.
The
That's
best podcast
golden.
ever.
Congratulations, Summer. I
Love
will.
it.
Yeah, I'll turn back. Give me 5 minutes. But what I'm curious to know from, oh my God, from all of y'all is what your thoughts are on the latest news, which of course is these signings. So XQC, Amaranth, and then I think there's actually another girl they signed who actually started streaming on Kick, which I thought was pretty interesting. So I'd love to hear.
I just want to say,
what y'all
Miller Lite, can you please sponsor me? Thanks.
Yes.
So who is the other one that they're bringing in?
There was
Yeah.
there's
The
some
female one
girl.
they said?
Yeah, so,
Okay.
no, they already did it.
I've
They,
seen
they
that, though. I
posted
seen the
it,
post, but I
and
didn't see a name.
she's native. Like she's native Kick. She didn't come from anywhere else. She started here, and so she's like
Okay.
the first Kick streamer to get like, get
Oh
that
yes, I
money.
did see that. Sorry, I did see that. The one that like came straight up on Kick, not
Yeah.
coming from Twitch. That got signed.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, I did see that.
Was
So
she
any,
the
thought, any,
same
any,
from?
any,
I
any
think-
thoughts on that?
Like,
Any
I
thoughts?
think-
Actually, let me back it
I
up. I
mean-
want to because there's one thing in particular
Okay.
I want to know about, and that's what you think about the XQC signing. The fact that it
Yes.
brought Kick down, and then the fact that he then spent like 2 days streaming copyrighted material only to get yelled at by Kick.
I mean,
I don't follow it enough to care like that, but
I mean,
think
he's a
it's-
thug.
I think it's cool that he was able to get a deal for himself is fucking awesome. And like anybody else who's looking to make a switch from the toxic Twitch or anywhere else, like
the
if
purple
they're
snakes.
willing to pay you to stream on their site, it can only bring more exposure. So I'm all for it because the more people that
True.
come to Kick, the more people that may check out my little channel. And you know, so I mean, I'm down with whatever they want. I mean, I'm not big enough to even have like a full opinion on who the fuck should get signed or not, but I'm along for the ride, baby.
Right. What do you think, Fett?
Scamp. Okay, I'm gonna go. Well, I mean, XQC is XQC. I'm not a big fan of him, even though he's popular and all. He gets a lot of like people over here, and I mean, the day that the day that Kick like crashed and all, I heard from a little birdie. I can't say it's confirmed, but I mean, some people say that it was a big DDoS attack also. While he came to
I wouldn't be
Kick, 'cause
surprised.
They were actually pissed off. Twitch
Right.
was actually pissed off, and
Interesting.
yeah, I'm also I can't confirm.
okay.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So
Okay.
that just happened.
Censor that.
Censor.
Uh-oh.
Somebody blur the screen.
Somebody put
But
his
I
shirt
mean,
back
He
on.
had to go there.
Chat.
Also,
Dude, Gilly was asking for it.
Of course, no shirt.
We always make him take his shirt off, so free the
Look at-
nips.
Look at those nice tats, dude. We're gonna have to have
Yeah.
the whole stream where you just show off all your tats, dude.
Don't butter him up
Look.
like this, guys.
Look at
Fuck.
this.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
these.
Butter
Oh
him
my
Call me a
gosh.
biscuit.
Butter.
Okay.
Hey lad, hey, you're looking
Okay.
fine.
If I took
Hey.
my shirt off, like literally my chest hair would cover the camera. It would just poof.
I mean,
I'm-
yeah,
That's
same.
facts. Well, my nips would cover the camera.
You
and
want to
then-
see something funny? My fucking chest hair looks like Batman's logo.
Oh, there you go.
You do look like Batman. I'm
Yeah,
Batman.
I know. Look at that. I'm Batman.
Yo,
Looks like
titty
fucking
dance right now.
Batman
Titty
for
dance,
real.
titty dance, titty dance.
Oh, we'll have to
Yes.
censor that.
What the sense?
But I mean, talking back to XQC,
Yeah.
did you hear like XQC and Pokimane and what's his freaking
Pokemon,
name? There was
like
there was
Ash?
some Pokimane. It's another
Take it
Twitch
off,
streamer.
boys. I don't read chat, but somebody's
And,
just asking for all of us just to take our shirts. Just everybody takes their shirts off. That's how this
Ain't
ends.
happening.
I mean, if you want to see titties.
No, I'm not taking mine off. Look, I
What's
got
up,
best
boys?
dad ever. Look, I'm PG.
What up?
Tyler,
PG.
what's up?
What up,
PG,
man?
best dad ever. I'm Atari, you know, classic
What up, man?
Atari.
Call me Nick Merckx, baby.
Oh god damn it!
Nick Merckx with a mo.
Podcast is going sideways. Fuck.
Rugrats out here.
But yeah, speaking of XQC, I mean that was like XQC Pokimane and what's his freaking name? I don't remember. But there's another guy that was like, oh, kick is this, kick is that, and there was like XQC saying, well, they don't give a damn about you guys. Did you get paid to say that? And they were like super red and like,
Yeah, I
no.
jumped into
I
his
was like-
chat when he was like, when all that was going on. Like he was talking to Trainwreck after it happened or something. But I don't remember who it was. It was Pokemon and somebody, but I don't remember.
oh,
Hash,
shit.
shirt off. Let's go.
Ain't happening,
Asher.
chat.
ain't
Yo,
happening.
at least undo a couple buttons at least, Jansen.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
undo a
just a
couple
What is
couple
this? A
buttons.
fucking striptease? Magic Mike over here, the boys?
Get some
Whoa,
risen.
whoa.
Get some risen. Oh.
Was he bro like
I've
what?
got my
Oh, he's like
4-year-old daughter over here next to me, and we're just doing this right now.
Oh
She
no.
latched onto you. She's like, "What's happening, Dad?"
She's like, oh wow, very nice men.
Magic Mike?
Lads lurking, yo. Hey, Dad.
Listen, Gil, I ain't even in fucking fighting shape like you are, bud.
All right, I guess we can all agree that there's nothing wrong with bringing big people if it brings people.
I think it's only gonna help the Kick site, the platform. They're doing it right, man. I think it's gonna be huge in the future, man. There's
The
gonna be
only
bigger
thing-
people.
The only thing I have to say about like some people, they get it. Oh wow, that. Goddamn.
There you go.
Put some honey on that. Smear it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
But
baby.
yeah.
Like
I
my
was
daughter's
saying,
like, take it off.
we should at least have like a button like to let's say the pools and hot tubs like place is not a place for kids.
Facts.
There needs to be like a PG 18 thing that you can click, because I don't want to go on the, like earlier I was on the Kick site and the only thing I saw coming on the Kick site was Amaranth's ass. It was there.
I know, dude.
It was.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, we're a gaming
Like the
site.
only ginger you should be coming here to watch is
That's
Scamp.
Show me
This
that
guy.
ass, Scamp. Show me that ass.
All right.
Jesus.
Well, we've got like
I got
4
my
minutes.
shirt off. I think that's.
We got
That's
4
enough.
minutes, and I like to
Put
always
some
like to
honey on
end
my
it-
thighs first.
Oh my God, Scamp! I always like to end with any questions or anything. Chat like wants to hear what your thoughts are. So
Yeah,
if
chat,
anybody's
chat.
chat is sounding off,
Don't
we
even
can-
open it up
ask
to our
questions,
chat.
chat.
we will
It's-
address
it's
chat for the
time.
next like 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're not,
Not
always
always
the
gaming
games.
No, we are not just a gaming site, little Uzi. That is right. Kick is a lot.
Yeah.
More. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, we're more than just a gaming site. I know now.
Right.
I mean,
Boys,
with
this has been a
Amaranth's
lot of
ass,
fun too. I want to
Yeah,
give
man.
it
Yeah, this
definitely
was
a big
great.
thank you for. Oh my gosh.
Big
Summer.
thank you to Hash and Scamp. Y'all freaking rock. Thanks
We
for
appreciate
being
you.
here.
Thanks
Yes.
for
Thank
inviting
you,
us.
little scamp
Hey.
Scampy.
and Hasheh.
Haji.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love you, Summer.
She's adorable. She's gonna break my heart.
Summer, love that name, by the way.
That's a great name.
It's a great name.
Immediately makes me think of Greece.
Yep.
She'll take that, little Uzi. Little Uzi said his next sub is going towards Summer for a new lollipop.
Let's go, baby.
Oh God
Little,
damn it.
little
knew
Uzi's
real
gonna
quick,
get
yeah,
you a
but-
lot. Look, if you know, look, if I, I'll just bring her on every stream if people just want to give her all the money.
Dude, people love that. People love daddy mode.
Well, I present to you my hand. Please give it money. It gives me a lot. Give back.
Wait, what do you want to tell them? How old you are? Tell them how old you
4.
4. Oh my God, you're pretty much a
4.
teenager.
I was
Oh my
3 when I
God.
was little.
are. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
What's your favorite game?
Mine.
Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah, or Sonic?
Nice. That's a classic.
Sonic. She likes Mario and
Right.
Sonic.
Oh
Not
man,
actually
we
the
should,
Roblox.
Great games.
we should all get games on our Switch and play just one day for fun.
I have a Switch.
Oh,
Yeah,
But-
same.
Scam, you have a Switch?
I do not. I can
Oh,
buy
really?
one. I don't give a crap.
Buy one.
What we should do like a Super Mario part with the game board and
Yes.
shit. Like that'd be fun.
Yes.
If we could do
Oh
that
yes,
online.
and every time someone loses, he needs to drink.
Exactly.
Okay,
Take a shot or
I would,
something.
yeah, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
down. I mean,
Listen, guys,
I
I want to
I
thank you
cannot
for
Still gonna
drink
send it.
because
inviting us.
I cannot
on
drink
here.
because of my stomach, but I'll try something out. Maybe
You'll
Yeah,
smoke,
Rugrats
whatever.
agrees that Super Mario is the best.
Yes. Super Mario
Rugrats.
Party. Super
All right,
Mario.
y'all. Well, unless somebody's got anything else, I just want to give a
I'm
big
all
shout
tapped
out,
chat.
little Scamp, Hasheh. How do you actually pronounce the name?
It's Hasheh.
It is Hasheh. Okay.
Hasheh.
I smoke hash. I'm Canadian, and you put them together.
Hasheh, man.
Hash A.
Hash
I was always.
A.
You know how I called you Hash? I was like
What?
hashish.
Hashish.
Yeah, man. Whatever fucking floats your boat, bud.
All right. Well, big thank you to the brothers, little Scamp and Hasheh, of course, to Fetterdy for hosting this with me. This
Well,
is
thank you,
always fun. This has been another incredible episode, and we're going to continue moving forward. Yes, you can stay
Let's do
by
it.
1 second. We're going to continue moving forward every 2 weeks with guests. And continue doing this. Continue talking about Kick.
Love
Continue
it.
talking about what's going on in
Yes,
games,
sir.
and
Mhm.
hopefully engaging and growing a community. Now, Summer, you
Absolutely.
can say bye. Come here and say bye.
I'm gonna be here every podcast, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Ah,
All right,
say
thank
it.
you
Big,
very
loud, and
much.
proud.
Every one of them.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, Summer.
Peace.